Ladies and gentlemen, Bryan Casella here. Another video for you. I wanted to shoot this video in regards to some of the other content that I've been posting, and this is just kind of my thoughts and my piece of advice for everybody. We are in an interesting part of history right now, and the current state of the planet, in particular the United States. And this is my message for many of you. Many of you who follow me, you are righteous people. You are good people of all races, creeds, right? Backgrounds. And I want to give you some of my tips as more and more people are joining us and more people are becoming awake, red pilling, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? The words don't matter, right? This isn't about, again, race or you're Republican or you're Democrat or you're conservative or liberal or all that shit, right? This is beyond that. This is just for people who are finding out the truth about a lot of the corruption in the government, what's happening with the children as far as the sex trafficking and human trafficking, and that are open to stand for it, right? Against it and actually do something about it. Okay. We're in an interesting time right now because right now we're seeing a lot of clashing between both sides, if we're going to call it that, right? And what you need to understand is this. If push comes to shove eventually, yes, we're going to have to stand off and do something. But for now, for those of you who support this and you want to put information out and you want to put more information out and share articles and pictures and video clips, please just do it, right? Just do it and forget about all these idiots and trolls who just talk shit online and want to doubt everything you post. Forget it. Engaging with them is a waste of fucking time. By you posting and bringing attention to this stuff, which is a practical step you can take, just bringing attention to it will begin to create an effect on people, whether you have 1 follower or 1 million followers, all right? For every 5 that complain, 2 or 3 are going to read it and actually begin to consider what we're posting, look into it more, do their research, find out more, dig more, and they'll join, or at the very least find out the truth, and they'll be well informed instead of just being informed based on one side, right? And I think we need that more than ever. So from a communication standpoint, we need people to do things correctly. Remember, if you're not too familiar with the world of NLP and hypnosis and all that stuff like I am, the moment you confront somebody in regards to like information or knowledge in a very imposing or argumentative way, the critical factor in their mind gets activated, right? Which basically forces them to defend their position. Now, whether they're wrong or right, it doesn't matter. They will defend their position. Now they feel forced to defend it. And no matter what, even if you have facts, right? Irrefutable facts, they still won't accept it because you activated the critical factor in their mind. So we either want to focus on civil conversation, right? To lead to something amicable at the end, right? Especially online or in person. But at the end of the day, anything forceful is just not going to work. It's just not. So you cannot influence them. So by you just posting and allowing people to see the truth for what it is, or at the very least see this side and then see whatever else they're going to look at, and they begin to explore both sides more, then they will come to the conclusion. That's what you want. We have to stop trying to force this shit down people's throats. You know why? Because that's what the other side is doing. It's pushing false information, evil and all that. That's what they're doing. They're trying to shove it down people's throats. And that's why many people have stood up and said, no, we're not going to take it. Because that same mechanism that we're trying to use against them, they're attempting to use on us. But guess what? It doesn't work. Okay? It doesn't work. Especially because I'm focusing here on the realm of social media and communication. This is what we have to keep in mind, and this is what we need to do. So I recommend all of you just put stuff out, man. Stop arguing with people and trolls. Forget them, right? Let them get emotional and all bitchy and complainy. It doesn't matter. Just share, 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 share. The more people that get on this boat, the more people that share, the more change we're going to create, and that's what it's about. I've fallen into the trap before of arguing with people and trying to, put them in a headlock, and it's just a waste of time, and then your emotions get all riled up. And for those of you who are more familiar with the spiritual side, you want to be up in your higher self, not your lower self. The lower self is very reactive, emotional, survival, right? Which is that mode that's going to be activated when you're just going back and forth with these people for no reason. And again, at the end of the day, you're not going to get anywhere with it. So be righteous. I know many of you are who follow me and who understand what's really going on in the world. So just put the message out, man, and leave it there. The rest will take care of itself. And if eventually we have to unite up in arms, we will when it gets to that point. But for now, in regards to communication, do it right. When you try to force it down people's throats, it's not going to work.